he ain't the GOAT. Yeah. You understand? Or he ain't nothing. He lost to 8-0. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, we can't say that about Ali.
You feel uncomfortable? You can't. Just gonna rub me the wrong way.
But I'll say this though: the Ali conversation aside, I don't know if I agree with Floyd choosing currency over legacy. You got to explain that.
I said he said that. I didn't say I said that. I said Floyd said.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it.
But how though?
Because
when he fought so many great fighters.
He fought a lot of great fighters, but which great fighter did he fight in their prime that was on his level? Besides, and Canelo wasn't even in his prime yet.
That's relative though, because I mentioned Diego Corrales and you said no, and I think
he was going to prison.
So what?
And he wasn't in his prime. Diego Corrales wasn't that kind of fighter.
Dangerous.
No.
Dangerous.
No. Diego wasn't dangerous like that. Diego was dangerous with the guy he had 3 fights with. They was evenly matched.
Janelle Hernandez.
Come on, man. Janelle was good for a Mexican fighter, but
what?
Janelle was not on that level.
Hold on,
you gotta
man.
look at guys and see. I know you look at his record, but you gotta look at guys and see. I like Janelle, but Janelle was actually at the end of his day too then. So it's like
But he was the champ.
But he at the end of his day though.
So you don't think Floyd fought nobody good?
He fought some good people. Yeah, I ain't saying he fought nobody good. I'm saying on his level. I said at his level. I'm not saying nobody good. I'm saying on his level. He didn't fight people on his level. Like when Berto fought him, was Berto still in his prime? Was Berto at his best?
Not at that time.
Okay then. Was Shane Moore at his best?
Hold on, I'm about to pull this up.
Was Shane Moore at his best?
You can't cherry pick though. You can't cherry pick.
Was Oscar De La Hoya?
You can't cherry pick.
Was Oscar De La Hoya at his best?
You can't cherry pick.
Did he even beat Oscar De La Hoya?
Ricky Hatton.
What we gonna say about Ricky Hatton? Pacquiao did the same thing.
After.
Yeah, but what
he's 43-0 and it wasn't no blueprint. You can say what you want to say about his style. Ricky Hatton.
It is a blueprint. You look at him, you know what he is. He's simple.
Yeah, but you got to execute that. You can say you can do that,
but a great fighter like Floyd, go execute that. I'm not saying that against Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton will never be a Floyd Mayweather. Who else?
You got to give him Janelle Hernandez. He was a young pup.
Did he fight
like 15, 16 fights?
Did he fight Costa Zoo?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What
did he fight Paul Williams?
Did he fight Paul Williams?
Did he fight Paul Williams?
There's people that can say you didn't fight, I didn't fight. People can always say you didn't fight.
Did he fight Paul Williams?
Nah, he didn't fight Paul Williams.
All right.
I wouldn't have fought Paul Williams.
Did he fight Brandon Forrest?
Why would he fight Paul Williams?
Did he fight Brandon Forrest?
Why would he fight him?
I'm saying, but did he fight Brandon Forrest?
Why would he fight Paul Williams?
Did he fight Brandon Forrest?
You would fight Paul Williams?
Hell yeah, I fight Paul Williams. Listen, bro, anybody that came my weight class that was anybody, I was going to fight.
Look.
If you had a name and you was close to my weight class, we fight.
Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo. Talk to me.
3 times against Corrales. They had 3 great fights because they was kind of equally matched. Floyd better than both of them. That's quite honesty. I mean,
but that's a great champion though.
Yeah, he's a great champion. I never said he wasn't a great champion. I'm talking pound for pound to go.
Who else we got?
Zab. Costa stopped him in 2 rounds. Took you all night to beat him.
Oh, I see what this is. So it ain't no name I'm finna throw.
Now.
Saul Alvarez.
Yeah, at 21 years old.
Dave was pushing for that fight.
I ain't say he wasn't. And he got what he asked for too early.
Hey, you a cold piece of work.
I'll just tell you what the truth is.
Is there any counterpart on his record that you say?
No. Not one. Not one. Not one. Show me one in their prime on his record that you saying that we thought, oh, this guy can go out there and beat the world. Show me one. Show me one.
Man.
Show me one. Show me one that we thought. No, show me one that we think can go out there and beat the world. Show me one that we go out there and we say this guy could beat the world except Floyd, he'll beat the world. Which one of them?
But he can't help his era.
I ain't ask you that. I ain't want to ask you that.
Listen, he cannot help his era.
I ain't saying
because it ain't no counterpart like him.
I can help my era, but I wouldn't find. Saying. That's why I wouldn't find. That's why I went up to him.
But whoever's out there, I'm gonna handle him and do what I got to do.
I would have went and found him.
You did what?
I wouldn't have found him. I wouldn't already have found him. If you had a name, I'd come find you. I had a bounty out for your head if you had a name in my time.
All right, let me ask you this, because y'all gonna be doing this when y'all 60, man.
Man, what's going on YouTube, man? It is hot. Like I tell you, every day is hot. But man, I was watching. It was my guy, the dude that got the same. His first name is my middle name, Andre Ward. I was watching Andre Ward podcast. I like Andre Ward podcast. I like Andre Ward as a boxer, man. Andre Ward was a cold customer, never lost a fight, was a bad guy, took on any competition, but in his weight class, he didn't really have the fighters that he could really just go at to really, he's kind of in a position like Roy Jones. And when I say Roy Jones, it gets me to the point of the whole topic I'm finna talk about Roy Jones. Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather been having a back and forth. They've been going back and forth at each other's throat. Top of the line boxers was one of the best boxers of your time in your weight division, your weight class, and it should be a lot of respect amongst other boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like a Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones. You should have nothing but respect for people like Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, like anybody that really box because it's a contact sport. And to be a boxer, to me, you got to be a little throwed off in the noggin to be able to get in that ring and take the punishment some of them dudes take. Because in a lot of people later on in life, you see what the punishment did to these people. Like when you were listening to a Joe Frazier talk, when you listen to a Larry Holmes talk, when you listen to a Roy Jones, but Roy Jones always had like a little stutter and stuff. When you look at a Muhammad Ali, when you even look at a Sugar Shane Mosley, and Sugar Shane Mosley was one of my favorite fighters, man. He got in there, he swung, power punch, a good boxer, welterweight. I remember when his first fight, when he moved up to welterweight and he knocked the guy out, and he was coming up in the weight divisions, you know. But a lot of little guys come up in a lot of weight divisions, like Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. But to get to my point, I don't like how everybody wants a piece of flesh out of Floyd Mayweather. Everybody want to talk about Floyd didn't fight nobody. I think because Floyd made so much money, and you can say he picked his fights, but regardless of him picking his fights, if that's what you want to say, and if that's what he, if that's his choice to pick who he want to fight, and he's picking the fight to make the most money, I don't think that's ducking nobody. I think he's picking the fight that's gonna make the most money. But at the time, who Floyd Mayweather didn't fight? I said it was talking about he didn't fight Paul Williams. He didn't fight Costa Tszyu. But Costa Tszyu lost to Ricky Hatton. Floyd Mayweather knocked Ricky Hatton out. Paul Williams was a good fighter. Paul Williams didn't have no power though. We started seeing that later as he started boxing. When he was fighting this dude that I think the guy he was a bike rider, man, and he ended up tearing both his ACLs. It was a Spanish guy, but I think Paul Williams had a draw, or he beat him the first fight, and then he ended up knocking Paul Williams out. These guys ain't on Floyd Mayweather level, and it's like Roy Jones was trying to, like, he was getting mad at Floyd Mayweather for not being able to, like, people not being on his level. Everybody Andre Ward threw at Roy Jones when he was talking about who Mayweather fought. He had an excuse. Like they always use this, Manny Pacquiao was too old when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is older than Manny Pacquiao. That don't make no sense. Floyd Mayweather came back I think after he got out of jail, put him on his pockets, his back pockets on his pants, set him down. Then it's always an excuse. Anytime Floyd Mayweather fights somebody, beat somebody, it's an excuse. Like when he beat Canelo. Oh, Canelo was too young. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya was too old. What? So if he's too young, if Canelo was too young when he fought Mayweather, so why you use a different logic when it's time to fight Oscar De La Hoya? Now he's too old and Floyd Mayweather is too young. Like, it's gonna always be because Floyd Mayweather sits on this undefeated. That's his whole brand. You know, I'm undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He took that pretty boy Floyd and turned it into money Mayweather. And I think Floyd was getting so much money. I think people was really in their feelings about that. Same way an old basketball player or old football player. See, these guys getting so much money now. When they played in their time, they feel a certain way about it. And I think it's the same way with in any sport. I think sometimes the older people then pay this way for people to make so much money, and they miss their opportunity to get all this money because it wasn't paying like that in the day when they was building up the sport. So I think sometimes they take that out against the new boxers, new basketball players, new football players. But that's how things gonna go. Like if you go 10 years down the road in basketball or in football, people gonna be making a whole lot more money, and people gonna feel a certain way about that. So that's just what that's gonna be. But Roy Jones' issue with Floyd Mayweather is, to a lot of boxers, Floyd Mayweather is considered one of the greatest boxers of all time, if not the greatest boxer of all time to a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna say Muhammad Ali. A lot of people are gonna say Sugar Ray Robinson. A lot of people are gonna say Floyd Mayweather. And that's really, to me, where it's gonna stop at, unless you go far back to a Jack Johnson, and we don't know how good he was when he was good, you know what I'm saying? Because it was at a time where boxing was a little weird, you know what I'm saying? But he was one of the first, I think he was the first black heavyweight champion of boxing. And he rode around and he didn't care. And he had a mouth full of goals, man, and he dated white women and he didn't care. But greatest, Roy Jones would never be mentioned in the greatest boxer of all time conversation, which is kind of messed up because when he went up and he beat the heavyweight, I can't remember the boxer, was it Ruiz? I think it was Ruiz. He was a heavyweight Spanish boxer, and when Roy Jones went up and fought him at heavyweight and ended up winning the heavyweight belt, Antonio Tarver talked so much crap to Roy Jones at the time, he made Roy Jones come back down to fight him, which they was the same age, but he made it look like Roy Jones was ducking him. So Roy Jones came back down to fight Antonio Tarver, lost the first fight. Second fight, Antonio Tarver knocked him out. Third fight, Roy Jones looked like he was more trying to survive the fight. He didn't fight good. And see, from that point on, he ended up getting knocked out by Glenn Johnson. He ended up getting put down by a lot of fighters, you know what I'm saying? And that's Roy Jones' legacy. Now, after Roy Jones won the heavyweight, and then he went back down and fought Antonio Tarver, if he were to retire right there, we'd probably been looking at Roy Jones as in the debate as the GOAT boxer, you know, as one of the GOAT boxers. But with his legacy going that way, I think Roy Jones feel a certain, and that Roy Jones, when he was at his peak, best boxer I ever seen, man, with how he put the combination together, the speed, didn't even put his defense up. He was just so fast, and Roy Jones was that guy at one time. If he would have retired after going back down and fighting Antonio Tarver and winning the first fight, he would have he probably would have been my top boxer of all times. But you chose to keep boxing, you end up getting knocked out, and then you went on a shopping spree of getting knocked out constantly. Now you looking back at a Floyd Mayweather that played the game smart, went for the money fights. He didn't run from nobody because he fought everybody that was in his division. He fought the Cottos, the Manny Pacquiao's, the Manuel Marquez, the Diego Corrales, the Angel Man Freddy's, the Chop Quarley, and he fought all the boxers. You can't really sit up here and say Floyd Mayweather didn't fight who he supposed to fight. Like, he didn't fight him when y'all wanted to fight him, because he fought the fighters when it made the most money sense. He fought Zab Judah, like Ricky Hatton, like when people say Floyd Mayweather ducked somebody, I be wondering who he ducked. You know, did I miss something? Because I watched all Floyd Mayweather fights, and I think Roy Jones has a slight jealousy of Floyd Mayweather because how his career ended up being, and I think how Roy Jones' career ended up turning out. And you can hear it because Andre Ward was defending Floyd Mayweather because he respected, and like I said, Andre Ward is undefeated too. So he respect that, you know what I'm saying? And you fight who you fight. You can't be mad at him, or you can't be mad at his era. And I think Floyd Mayweather fought, in Floyd Mayweather era, it was a lot of good boxing. That's when I was still watching boxing. So I think Roy Jones is a little bit in his feelings. I don't like calling people haters, because you're not in their head and you don't realize that they hating. It might just be their opinion. I don't want to be quick to jump to say he a hater. A lot of people jump to say, oh, he just hating. I'm not that kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that to a great boxer like that. But it's a lot of people that go at Floyd Mayweather, like even Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson was saying something about him one time, and I know they had the thing where it was a lot of chumps standing on stage. He shook everybody's hand, but then he did a punch feint at Floyd Mayweather. When he got to Floyd Mayweather, then he shook his hand. Floyd Mayweather didn't even move. Like, these dudes be diminishing their legacy and keep fighting till their whole legacy is gone away. And then people want to get mad at Floyd Mayweather for him being who he was. You know what I'm saying? He was great, regardless of what you want to say. Get this dude his props. We cannot hate on greatness. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones, you was great. Like, you don't want nobody hating on your greatness. We shouldn't allow you to hate on somebody else's greatness, man. We can't do that. You got to acknowledge he was a great fighter. He was good at what he did, and he fought who he fought. You can't come around, don't try to come around and tarnish people's legacy. I don't like when people do that, because like I said, we can tear down your legacy. I want to remember Roy Jones as being a great fighter, because Roy Jones was a great fighter, man. And for him to take shots at Floyd Mayweather don't make no sense to me. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? You're a great fighter, Roy Jones. One of my favorite boxers, man. If people didn't see Roy Jones at his peak, y'all missed somebody that was great, man. That had the speed, the combination, the everything, man. He was just a cold fighter. But where he ranked over Floyd Mayweather, nah, man. Floyd Mayweather at the top of my list. I know everybody say Ali. I didn't really get to watch Ali fight like that. I know Ali was great. He'd probably be number 2 on my list. But if you want to ask me, I would go Sugar Ray Robinson. And I ain't seen Sugar Ray Robinson fight like that, but I just seen documentaries on this guy, and he was a cold guy. And a lot of people took that sugar off his name. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Mosley, Sugar Shane Mosley. They all took the sugar off his name. That's how sweet the guy was. Blah, 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 blah. But that's all I want to talk about, man. How y'all feel about Roy Jones taking his? And why everybody want to take a shot at Floyd Mayweather, man? He money Mayweather. He got his money. Y'all can't be mad about that. Y'all didn't get to eat how he ate. Hey, that's y'all problem, man. Don't be mad at the guy for being great. I'll never be mad at somebody for being great, man. But tell me how y'all feel about Roy Jones taking the shot at my guy. And I like Andre Ward standing up for my guy. Because whatever you want to say, you got to like greatness. And I'm a person that like greatness. I don't shit on greatness. Hey, like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out.